Hello students, our today's topic is production function. Now first of all, what is theory of production? Production means transformation of inputs and into outputs. It states a maximum amount of output that can be produced with any given quantities of various inputs at a particular period of time. It refers to Production means transformation of inputs into output. Now what is production function? The functional relationship under given technology between input and output per unit of time. That is called production function. It refers to the functional relationship between input and outputs. In our example, there are two inputs, labor and capital. Labor and capital are the inputs. With the help of labor and capital, whatever output, whatever production will be there, that is the output, that is Q here. Q is the function of L and K. Quantity of Q depends on inputs. Quantity of output depends on quantity of input. That is labor and capital. Now there are two types of production function. Number one, short run production function. Number two, long run production function. What is short run production function? When keeping one input constant and only one input will change, that is variable input. That is called short run production function. Short run production function when a one factor input is variable and other are fixed. It is known as short run production function. That is called law of variable proportion. And in long run is a sufficient time period in which all inputs can be changed. All inputs will be variable. That is called law of returns to scale. Now difference between short run and long run. Short run refers to the period in which only one variable factors are changed and rest of the factors will be constant. In long run refers to the period in which all factors can be changed. Long run is a sufficient time period where all inputs can be changed. Price determination. Demand is more active than supply. In short run, demand is more active in place of supply. And in long run, demand and supply both plays an important role. Classification. Factors are classified as fixed and variable. In short run, there are two types of factors, fixed and variable. Some are fixed factor that will not change with the change in output, whereas variable factor will change with the change in output. But in long run, all factors are variable. Now what is variable and fixed factor? Variable factors are factors of which the employment varies with the output. It means to say with the change in output, variable factor will also change. With the increase in output, variable factor will also increase. With the decrease in output, variable factor will also decrease. Whereas fixed factors are factors of which the employment does not vary with the output. Fixed factor will not change with the change in employment or with the change in output. With the increase or decrease of output, fixed factor is always constant. Now there are three types of production: total product, average product and marginal product. What is total product? Total product is the whole amount of output produced by all the factors employed. Total amount of output which is produced with the help of inputs given, that is called total product. Total product is equal to Q. What is average product? Average product is output per unit of the variable factor employed. AP is equal to TP by L. TP is the total production and L is the variable factor, number of variable factor. So how can we find out AP? Formula for finding out AP is equal to TP by L. Total production. Suppose total production is 500 units and number of labor used for producing 500 units is 50. Then 500 divided by 50, that is average product. Now, marginal product. What is marginal product? The change in output resulting from employing an additional unit of variable factor. With the change in with the increase of one more unit of variable factor, whatever change will come in output, that is marginal factor. MP is equal to delta TP by delta L, or we can say TPN minus TPN minus 1. That is the formula for marginal product. With the change in output, with the change in input, increase in 1 unit of input, whatever change will come in the output, that is marginal product. Now, short run production function, that is called law of variable proportion. What is law of variable proportion? As we know, in short run, only one input is variable and rest of the inputs are fixed. So what is law of variable proportion? As we increase quantity of only one input, keeping other inputs fixed, total product initially increases at an increasing rate, then at a decreasing rate, and finally at a negative rate. So what are the assumptions of this law of variable proportion? The state of technology is assumed to be given or unchanged. Technology will not change with the change in output or with the change in time. Some inputs whose quantities is fixed. Some inputs are constant. Now, what is law of variable proportion? Law of variable proportion states that keeping other factors constant, with the increase in one input, total product initially increases at an increasing rate, then at decreasing rate, and finally at a negative rate. It is known as law of returns to a variable factor. Now, law of variable proportion can be explained with the help of diagram. In this diagram, above portion of the diagram shows total production, and below portion of the diagram shows average production and marginal production. TP is increasing. In first stage, there are 3 stages till yellow line, blue line, and green line. First stage is from yellow line to blue line. That is first stage. In first stage, TP is increasing at faster rate, at increasing rate, whereas MP and AP is also increasing. In first stage, TP is increasing at increasing rate, MP and AP is also increasing. In second stage, TP is still increasing but at decreasing rate, and TP became maximum. When TP became maximum, MP became 0. At second stage, when TP became maximum, MP became 0. In third stage, TP started declining, and MP, AP both are also started declining. MP became negative. These things we have studied in the theory. Law of variable proportion. Law of variable proportion states that keeping other factors constant, with the change in one input, TP will increase at an increasing rate initially, then it will increase but at decreasing rate. After that, TP started declining. That we can see in this diagram. In the diagram, TP curve is initially increases at an increasing rate. After that, it is still increasing but at decreasing rate. After that, after point H, TP become maximum, and after reaching to the maximum point, TP started declining. When TP started declining, MP became negative. So, stage 1. Now we can analyze stage wise. Stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. In stage 1, TP increases at an increasing rate up to a point. MP of variable factor is rising. Point F is called point of inflection. Point of inflection where the TP is changing its curvature, shape of the curve. TP is changing its curvature, that is called point of inflection. TP curve rises but its slope decline. TP is increasing at a diminishing rate. After point of inflection, after point F, TP started increasing but at a diminishing rate, and MP started falling, but it's still positive. and in first stage AP reaches its highest point. In stage 2, TP increases at a diminishing rate, reaches at its maximum point. When TP is maximum, MP becomes 0. MP and AP are diminishing but positive. In the second stage, MP and AP, marginal product and average product, both are decreasing but still positive, and MP became 0. In third stage, when TP started declining, that is the third stage, and when TP started declining, MP became, marginal product became negative, but AP is still positive, decreasing but still positive. So now question arises here, in which stage the producer should produce? Stage 3? No, because MP of variable factor is negative, marginal product become negative, so stage 3 is not the appropriate stage. Stage 1 is also not appropriate because MP of fixed factor is negative. Full utilization is not there in first stage. There is a scope of proper utilization of resources. So best stage is stage 2. Stage of economic absurdity and economic nonsense, non-economic reason is stage 3 and 1, and stage 2 is the best appropriate stage where MP and AP are positive but diminishing. So this is the law of variable proportion.